It was that whisper at the wedding reception that sealed everything. Disappear. You're embarrassing me. My son-in-law, Marcus Hale, leaned in close, his breath hot with champagne and contempt. Right there in the grand ballroom of the Oakwood Country Club in suburban Chicago. I'm Jack Reynolds, and I just slipped him a check for $750,000 cold. Hard cash I'd earned through years of quiet grind. For 3 decades, I'd been the invisible guy at Mercy General Hospital, pushing a mop, emptying bins, blending into the walls like faded paint. Marcus, with his Yale MBA and silver spoon smirk, saw me as dead weight, a blue-collar stain on his polished image. He wanted my handout, but not my handshake. What he didn't grasp was that while he flashed Daddy's credit cards on luxury watches, I'd been snapping up real estate across the Windy City, building an empire in the shadows. Sometimes, the sharpest revenge isn't a shout, it's letting the truth unfold like a slow poison. But I didn't snap back. Didn't cause a stir. I just nodded, pocketed that check, and let the evening brew. Flashback 18 months. When my daughter Emily first dragged Marcus home for Sunday dinner in our modest bungalow on the south side. I'd just clocked out from the oncology ward, still in my gray scrubs with Jack embroidered on the chest. Emily had given me the heads up. He came from old money, his old man running Hale Capital downtown. I thought, fine, as long as he treats her right, we'll roll with it. But the red flags waved from the jump. When Emily made the intro, Marcus scanned the room like he expected someone else, anyone else, to step up as her dad. You're Emily's father? He said it like a riddle he couldn't crack, his eyes flicking over my uniform like it was yesterday's trash. Yep. That's me. Jack Reynolds. You must be Marcus. His grip was limp. 2 pumps and done. Then he hit me with, so, what's your trajectory in professional growth? Not job. Not gig. Trajectory. Like I was plotting a rocket launch. I keep the hospital humming, I replied. 30 years come fall. His lips tightened into that fake polite curve. Operations support. Emily jumped in quick. Dad's a fixture at Mercy. Everyone there adores him. Marcus bobbed his head. But I caught him sneaking a peek at his phone during pie, Googling hospital maintenance pay scale. The figure that popped up, around $40,000 a year, made him slump back. Relaxed. Like he'd pegged me in a box. That was his first fumble, assuming the box was the whole story. Over the coming months, the slights piled up like unpaid bills. At Emily's birthday bash in our backyard, he paraded me to his buddies as Emily's dad, who works over at the hospital, not custodian. Not facilities, just works, like saying more would dirty their ears. When they popped the question and started wedding chatter, Marcus's mom quizzed if I'd feel out of place at the country club shindig. 'Cause, you know, it might not match my usual scene. Out of place. I'd swallowed worse my whole life. But the gut punch was watching Emily dim a bit each time. He doesn't mean it like that, Dad, she'd murmur. It's just different worlds. Different worlds. Like decency had borders. But the real gut twister hit 3 months pre-wedding. They were scoping houses, a sleek modern in Lincoln Park. $1.8 million tag. Marcus droned on about his network, smoothing the loan. How his folks got those upscale hoods. I tagged along quiet, ears open. At tour's end, the agent, Lisa Chin, passed cards. When she hit me, her eyes doubled. Hold up. Aren't you Jack Reynolds from Reynolds Properties? Marcus's neck whipped around like a slap. Must be a mix-up, I cut in smooth. I'm just the guy from Mercy Hospital. Lisa blinked. Backed off. Oh, my bad. You remind me of someone. Marcus eased up. But I spotted the flicker in his gaze, doubt creeping in. Like maybe his puzzle had missing edges. Wedding prep turned the screw tighter. The seating chart landed, table 14. Shoved in the back by the service doors. Prime spot for the operations support in-law who might drop an uncouth line. Emily spun it, logistics. Dad. You get it. Oh. I got it, Crystal. But I also got what Marcus missed, the power of biding time. Underestimated for decades? You master patience. You time the drop. You let folks school themselves. Marcus was lining up for a masterclass. The invite sat unopened on my counter for weeks, thick stock. Silver foil. Pricier than a week's groceries. Tucked inside, a family protocol card. First I'd seen one. But apparently standard in Marcus's orbit. Keep chatter light and fitting for diverse company. Steer clear of tales that might not land universally. Recall, many guests are execs and civic pillars. Code 4, zip it. Don't embarrass. I brewed coffee in my battered mug, 15 years strong. Handle chipped but solid. Some things hold value beyond shine. Truth hit when Emily rang that night. Dad. About the tux, Marcus's folks offered to foot the rental. Just to match the vibe. Match. Like I was decor. Kind of them, I said. But I've got my suit covered. I know. But this crowd. This place, it's big for Marcus that it all flows seamless. Seamless. Including me. I could have pushed, why's my girl's big day feel like a gig I'm underqualified for? Instead, Emily. You happy? Dead air. Too long. Of course. Why ask? Just checking. But I was plotting. If I played invisible. Swallowed the protocols and placements. What did that cost? Not cash, I had stacks Marcus couldn't dream. The real toll, teaching Emily love had fine print. That some folks ranked higher. Respect a lane you stuck to. 28 years raising her solo after her mom passed, showing grit had honor. Quiet strength roared. Worth wasn't crowd-voted. One reception could erase it all. I dug into the guest list Emily shared ages back. 250 heads, Marcus's Yale crew. His dad's boardroom sharks. Club elites. Aldermen. The governor's aide. Sprinkled with my circle. Dr. Karen Mills. Mercy's chief. Risen from scrub nurse. Mike Torres. Facilities boss. My overseer 2 decades. Rosa Gomez from housekeeping. Hubby and kids in tow. Solid folks who'd seen me grind daily. If I vanished per Marcus. What message to them? That Jack Reynolds. The no sick days guy through storms and sorrows. Wasn't fit for his kid's bash. Stakes weren't the gift check. Not the social squirm. Stakes were 28 years proving we stand tall. I fetched the cashier's check from my safe, $750,000 for their start, house down payment. Loans wiped. Life eased. Now it felt like bait. Marcus craved the perk sans the person. Respect didn't slice that way. I pocketed it in my suit jacket, the one for tomorrow. Plain but pressed. Always pressed. Then I dialed, Laura. Jack Reynolds. Prep some papers. Tomorrow's gonna stir. Laura Hayes. My property lawyer 20 years running. New stir meant seismic. How seismic? I eyed the invite's protocols. Life-altering. The ceremony? Picture perfect. Oakwood outdid itself, lilies cascading. Harpists strumming. Rose facing the arbor. Emily glowed in her grandma's locket, the one heirloom we clung to in lean days. I parked at table 14. Eyes on all. Smooth vows. Rings. Kiss. Cheers. Marcus's dad emceed, online ordained special. His opener welcomed folks from every walk. Every walk, wink at inclusivity. Cocktail hour tested first. Sipping seltzer by the bar. Marcus's roomie sauntered up, slick suit. Third scotch. You Emily's old man? Derek. Yale Biz 17 with Marcus. Jack. Pleasure. Your field. Keep Mercy ticking. Admin? Healthcare's brutal. Regs everywhere. I let it slide. Then, Marcus said you've chipped in big on wedding costs. Impressive on admin pay. Fishing. Courtesy of Marcus's leaks. Family first. Marcus materialized. Derek. Met the in-law. Stress on in-law like a duty. Tom's modest, hands-on type. Code, manual labor. Derek, takes all kinds. Huh. Marcus, spot on. Dad. Table's calling, dinner soon. More comfortable, less seen. Actually. Gift first. His eyes sparked. Finally. Utility from the drag. I handed the check. Derek gawked. Damn. That's generous. Marcus's fingers shook. Jack. This is Emily'll flip. One thing I cut. They froze. Heard you tell your best man the best gifted be me vanishing. Marcus blanched. Jack. That was. Derek studied his glass. Guests edged in. Scenting blood. Joke, Marcus rushed. Groom jitters. Perfection chase. So my being here's imperfect? Not what I. Emily neared. Brows knit. What's up? Husband explaining the vanish bit. Marcus. Miss here. Nerves. No, I pressed. Spell it. Quartet hushed. Crowd swelled. Marcus's folks shoved through. Tom. Later maybe, his dad urged. After I vanish? Mom gasped. I broadcast. Marcus said my greatest gift, disappear. Just clarifying for a dad at his girl's wedding. Circle widened. 250 ears tuned. It means Marcus strained. Emily's joy first. Family stuffs. Tricky. Tricky how? You know, backgrounds. Vibes. How? Christ. Jack, janitor at a club bash? Pros. Leaders, it's awkward. Boom. Truth bear. Silence crushed. I eyed the check. Snatched it. Right. Awkward. Tore it twice. Pieces snowed down. Gasps echoed. Jack. Laura's voice sliced through. My lawyer strode in. Poised as ever. Traffic hell. She clocked the shreds. Marcus's peller. Lively night. Marcus's dad, and you are. Laura Hayes. Hayes Law. Jack's counsel. Card passed. Hayes Law elite firm. Not for mob pushers. Counsel. Mom faint. Properties. Core. Routine. Laura casual sharp. Jack's portfolio keeps me hopping. Portfolio. Emily small. Before reply. Victor Lang. Oakwood GM. Flanked me. Mr. Reynolds. Enjoying. Enlightening. Thanks for the AV upgrade tip. Sounds crisp. Dad blinked. Tip. Victor. Reynolds Properties wired our systems AC. Power. Security. Gold standard. Properties. Marcus croaked. Reynolds Holdings, Victor obvious. Top vendor. Emily, Dad what? Later. Han, no. Now. Crowd pressed, prime drama. Laura, mention Lakeview Towers? Phase 2. I asked. High rises by the lake. Broke ground. Mom choked. Lakeview? $40 mil gig. 52 mil, Laura corrected. Victor, stellar. Members snapping units. Units? Dad confused. Jack's builds fly, prime spots. Solid build. My phone buzzed. Agents. Word spread. Karen. DR. Mills woven. Didn't mean to crash family time. Glad you're here. Pediatric expansion, your gifts game changer. Wing. Emily stared. Reynolds Pediatric Center, Mills beamed. $2 mil for gear. Family zones. Marcus Queasy, gift. Anonymous, Mills. But staff knows Jack's our angel donor years running. Phone again. Lisa Chin. Jack. Buzz says you're eyeing 1840 Lincoln Park. Possibly. Cash offer accepted. Close 48 hours. Congrats. I eyed Marcus, his dream pad. Thanks. Lisa. Hushed expectancy. Illuminating evening. Dinner bell rang. Guests shuffled. But salmon was forgotten. At table 14. Emily slipped beside me. Dad. After we talk. Now. Holdings? Wing? House. I met her eyes, my girl. Torn between worlds. Happenings your hubby learning assumptions bite. But the biz how long? 30 years. Started cleaning Mercy. Banked scraps. Snagged first rental VA loan. Grew from there. At head table. Marcus huddled with folks. Gestures wild. Whispers floated. Reynolds with Empire and millions. Club grapevine hummed. Mid-entree. Marcus rose. Glass ting. Groom toast. Thanks for sharing our day. Marriage bridges worlds. Worlds again. Needs patience. Seeing past surfaces. Eyed me. My father-in-law Jax. Taught me. Self-made in spades. Quotes on self-made. Success varies. Family accepts all backgrounds. Pause on backgrounds. Room caught the dig. Thanks, Jack. For generosity. Insight. Raising my amazing wife. Power move. Spotlight the embarrassment. Let me fumble. Jack. Words. 250 stairs. I rose deliberate. Thanks. Marcus. Spot on success morphs. Paused. 30 years back. Mopped Mercy nights. Minimum. Ghost. Nods expected yarn. But ghosts observe. Spot rising blocks. Fading ones. Smart buys. Nods halted. Saved. Studied. Grabbed first rental 94. VA down. Second. Third. Marcus flushed. Grew to need holdings. Maybe familiar. Murmurs, yes. Fifth Avenue Mall? Ours. Downtown Tower Hale Capital Rents? Ours. Dad's fork clanged. Lakeview condos? Ours. And this AM. Snagged 1840 Lincoln Park. $1.80 mil cash. Emily gasped, their tour house. Marcus. You wanted me gone gift. Right, it is. To you. Cause my presence forces facing. The janitor you shamed built what your trust couldn't. Pulled deed. Gift, house you craved. Yours for $3,500 monthly. Due Friday. Whispers exploded. Marcus froze. Deed clutched. Congrats. Hope happiness in my property. Ballroom chaos. Phones out. Flashes. Mayor whispering. Yale pals searching holdings. Marcus, real. As your Yale sheepskin. Emily over shoulder. Dad, our dream. No. Han. Why I grabbed. But rent, we can't. Market. Marcus's nets might help. Dad neared, Jack. Mix up. What? This. Holdings. Laura, Richard. We've crossed paths. Dad, you know Jack. Client 2 decades, deals galore. Folder out, portfolio summary. Dad scanned. $280 mil assets. Lowball Laura. Values up. But. Janitor. Was. Also developer. Owner. Operator. Multifaceted. Mills, biggest donor 2 wings. Upgrades. Garage. Anonymous, I noted. Privacy. Victor uneasy, affect our deals? Why? If wealth outs. Had it years. Funded upgrades. Events. Here included. Support. Marcus cracked. Victor. Reynolds holds expansion note. Financed course redo. Own the club. Emily. Debt. Not own. Laura. Mortgages on Hale Tower. Marcus's eatery strip. His Beamer dealer. Marcus shrink. Impossible on janitor pay. Right. Not salary. Frugal life. Market smarts. Risks. Grind no cheats. Phone photo. First duplex. 1994. $42,000. Risky hood. Now $380,000. Values potential. Not polish. Emily teared. Why hide? Wasn't cash. Han. Work. Scorekeeping. But Marcus's digs taught me respect ain't inherited. Success built. Worth self-set. Handed deed Emily. Half these VIP's tenants. Quarter bank my notes. Most touched my gifts blind. Smile, not me vanishing. Marcus. You appearing as Emily's equal in my tight-knit world. Silence. Then claps Mills. Laura. Victor. Soon whole room. For the shadow builder. Applause faded. Vibe flipped to awe. Wariness. Marcus Gray, if loaded. Why mop? Retired mopping. Not working. Showed phone. 38 misses. Properties full-time. Different suit. Emily, college funds. Apartment. Car. Never skimped. Sacrifice shapes. Marcus, planned? Tier. House. Reactive. Check was pure gift, till vanish wish. Picked shreds. Gifts need respect clause. No cherry pick. Laura, lease stocks tomorrow? Standard. Security. Marcus, $7,000. Voice broke. Can't. Had $750,000 minutes ago. Turned dad. Spot till. Dad understand? Insulted $280 mill whale. Begged vanish at kin wedding. Embarrassed all. Didn't know. Problem, assumed. Open ears now. Mills, board Tuesday on Oncology push. Your fund's $10 mill pledge. Fund. Emily. Reynolds Foundation cancer build out. 10 mil. Marcus Mathad. Naming. Declined. Low-key. Laura snapped portfolio. Lease stands. Marcus desperate. Miss payments. Evict. Like any. Dream house. My house. Your home, if respect tenant. Dad quiet. Resolve. What tension? One guy's lesson. Handed shreds Marcus. Fix yourself. Start apologizing to Emily for shaming her roots. Reception limped on. But buzz was me. By dessert. Story viral. Phones. Posts. Texts. Janitor tycoon outs at wedding. Wealth lesson costs son-in-law big. Mayor cornered. Riverwalk chat Monday. Channels. Changes stuff. Changed plenty. Sunday. Phone storm. Brokers. Charities. Press. Forbes hounded. But hail call topped. Jack. Richard. Direct okay. Shoot. Brandon, firm strain. Lease. Public, clients saw. Tough. Finance needs poise. Hard advising wealth when rent-strapped. Asking. Ease for Emily. Discount. Public hit hurts her. Fair. Richard. If advisor snubbed $280 mill client. Then begged perks. Pause. Advise repair via conduct. Accountability. Spot on. Leaseholds. Renegotiate. Business plan. Refs. Deposit like pro. Solutions learn. Not erase. Hung. Brewed coffee. Same mug. Routine. Truth didn't demand change. Test Tuesday. Emily at door. 6 a.m. Puffy-eyed. Talk. Poured coffee. Marcus asked. Sorry you're pained. Are you? For your hurt. Marriage strain. Fallout. Not the axe. Hands shook. Professional. Judgments pro in finance. Personal. Public poor call on windfall. Pro issue. He's 28. Mistake. Learning via loss. No house. Town talk. Own him. Own property he wants. Glared teen-like. Cruel. No. Cruel's letting him think success-handed. Enabling disrespect. Now? No finance gig post this. No afford. Took hand. He discovers grit, like my $5,000 start. Help us. As dad. Won't steal your build chance. Pulled away, unfair. Fair'd be respect. Questions over assumptions. Inclusion. Refilled. Life's doing hard. Marcus finds manhood. You find marriage metal. Left mad. Scared. Unknowing me. Lesson maybe. 3 months on. Marcus at driveway. October chill. Washing my Chevy, 10 years loyal. Holler supreme. Jack. Chat. Towel. We dried silent. Got work. Congrats. Not finance. Construction cord, small builds. Pay. Shrug, half before. But covers rent. Deposit all. Earned. Humble now. No strut. Emily spotted ad. Build real. My girl. Oh, apology. Don't. Do. Judged. Shamed. Wanted gift sans you. Wrong. Folded towel. Emily needs it. You need giving. Did. Multiple. She loves. But won't wed sans family respect. Wise. Mom to prove. Envelope out. Letter real sorry. Took. Scanned. Handwritten. Raw. No dodges. Ask. Earn house. Not rent. Prove worthy. How? Work holdings. Bottom up. Upkeep. Tenants. Ops. Learn your way. Restart. Entry. Base pay. No kin perks. No. Admit success wrong-headed. No. Why? Deserve Emily. Our life. Need grasp real work. Pocketed letter. Monday. 6 a.m. Tower site. Work gear. Probation. Prove Yale smarts. 6 months. First solo deal. 2 years. Manager. 5 post-wedding. Grandson asks Grandpa Jack's job. Marcus grins. Builds foundations. Bud, one solid layer at a time. Greatest gift? Not vanishing. Emerging.